Welcome back to SecurityGuideTV.com. ASI is 2017, Dallas, Texas, the last broadcast of Tuesday before these lights go out, so we're going to get this done. Welcome, Scott Holman,
Thank you.
SecurityProInsights.com.
Thank you.
A fellow podcaster.
Absolutely.
It's
Podcasting
fantastic.
is a passion now.
All right, now, I'm always fascinated where people came from and how they came up with their ideas, so tell me what inspired you to do this.
Well, I've been in the security industry for 20 years at this point.
20 years?
20
Sean,
years. I can't
he
believe
doesn't
it,
look like
right?
he's been in 20 years. It's unbelievable.
And with that, I'm a big, passionate person about professional development and continual growth. Reality is most people don't pick up books to read these days.
Unfortunately,
they're listening, they're on the run, they're in airplanes. And so the idea of a podcast, as a passionate podcast listener, came to me of a way to create a virtual mentorship for security managers to learn from each other while they're on the run in their busy schedules.
That's a great way to think about it. I think of myself as agnostic. I'm not really here to promote anything specifically, just to talk about it. And I do hope people learn and listen to it, right? Because you and I, with our combined educations, have a lot of knowledge about this thing.
Right.
Now, what was your vertical market, so to speak, in the security business? What sector did you work in? What did you do?
Well, I've mostly been in the integration space.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Yes. So I work with national account managers, so I'm really face-to-face with a lot of security managers from a day-to-day business standpoint in the implementation of their systems throughout their footprint.
Right.
And so, again, it's just dealing with the security managers, realizing and understanding their life and lifestyle, and that they are looking to grow themselves, but again, overwhelmed most of the time with their crazy schedules.
So, I've done a lot of things in the business. I've done, guard part, I've done corporate security and Fortune 50 stuff and executive protection, blah, 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 blah. In every one of those vertical markets, there are security personnel that want to learn something, and the companies don't spend one penny training them.
Not at all. Security industry is horrible when it comes to training.
I was looking at Disney and Fox. Fox offered a lot of corporate leadership training, and Disney offered a lot of the same thing, and their guards were very highly trained. But for the most part, when I ran two guard companies, the guard companies wouldn't invest in training for their guards.
Absolutely.
I couldn't get that part, right? Why do you think that is?
I'm really not sure, and that's something I've actually been thinking a lot about as well, along with the podcast. How do we bring more training to the organizations or show the organizations the importance of it? And that is from top down in this industry, from the integration side. They rely on manufacturers to teach, but that's so product focused.
Yeah,
it's really not educating anyone on the true theory of what they need to know.
Right.
Same thing, you get in the sales profession, and these sales managers have no idea how to sell anything. They've just learned about product. And,
That's true.
And they're pushing product. And so the reality is we're not creating any value for anyone. So I don't know the answer to it, other than I agree that training is something that this industry needs more of, and better quality of it.
Well, and I think the it's a small margin business in some ways, right? So
Absolutely.
if I don't spend it on training, I'll spend it on something else. But if we don't have trained personnel, the security industry, the physical security industry, runs the risk of being eliminated and being replaced by automation.
Right.
Complete automation. I do not need a guard to once in a while get up out of his post and once in a while walk around when I can have a robot do it 24/7 and give you more information.
And we got a whole other issue arising that I think many security managers need to be aware of. This whole convergence of cybersecurity into the physical security space. How long are organizations really going to carry two managers and separate the same function with only different sectors? One's physical, one's virtual, yes, but at the end of the day, security, security. So I even think there's a threat to some jobs over the long term.
Well, I got news for my physical security friends. You're an appliance on the network, right? You are actually an attachment. Your guard company is just attached to the net through your website right now and through some of your smartphones and things. But eventually, we're going to pull that stuff all in. And you're right. And studios already started doing this. Studios started putting IT guys in charge of physical security.
Absolutely.
Kind of a disaster, actually, for some ways. But then you can't put a physical guy in charge of IT.
And I know of a few that have actually made that, where the physical guy has become responsible. Maybe he's not doing it all, but he's become responsible for that department.
Well, and what's funny about that, it's a good point, all right? So physical security managers are better with people. And in my department at Disney, I had a great department. I had a giant budget. I could spend all kinds of money. I have my own IT staff, and I helped manage that IT staff, right? Not as a knowledgeable person in what they did, but how to keep them moving and motivated and engaged, because they're super smart people, they're analytic, and you have to treat them a certain way. And if you treat them differently than you treat your guards, you're going to have a disaster. And IT people sometimes, not the greatest managers, right? There's zero unemployment.
They like their technology.
Well, I don't need this job. I can go walk out and get another one tomorrow. Zero unemployment, you know? Where do you podcast out of? Where do you go? Where do you come from?
St. Louis, Missouri is home base.
Okay.
Studio in my basement.
Cool.
set up there, and I just work through the various technology and tools that we have to have conversations with professionals within this industry. I allow them to share their knowledge based on a topic they're passionate about. We record it, edit it, and it's out for the rest of the world to hear forever.
What are you using technology? Using Skype to connect, or what is some of the technology used to make it?
I'm typically using Skype, so I use a professional studio mic with my mixer. I connect up through Skype, and then I'm recording through Skype mostly.
And not doing any live stuff?
Not at this point, no.
Jump
I
into
know
that
a live
space?
expert, so I
You
just
gotta
I
jump
leave
in
it to
and try
the pros.
Well, they have some really good sites now for like $39 a month. You can stream a certain amount of live podcasting. The average person, there'd be plenty of money. Plenty of bandwidth for $39, and it puts an edge on it. It's just a little different thing.
Originally, I was nervous of that, but I think it would work because when you're having a conversation, there's really not a lot of errors that take place anyway.
No, your brain's free flowing. Yeah.
There's very little editing that go on in these. It's pretty much a start, stop, and you can put it out there for the world to hear.
All right, you're going to have to be a guest on my show when we get back in studio.
I look forward to
We'll
it.
connect our technologies together, get you on video and stuff.
Sounds good.
You're a good-looking guy. You should be on video.
Oh, thank you very much.
All right, Security Pro Insight, Scott Holman. Glad you came on the show. Fantastic.
Scott.
It's our last show. We got to pack up and get out of here for the next episode tomorrow, Wednesday. Probably another 30, 40 shows. Thanks for tuning in to Security Guy TV today. Dallas, Texas, IS 2017. Whew. Sean, push that button. I got to go home. Thanks, everybody.